Right, so this is the first ride with the microphone connected to my Replay XD Prime X. See how it goes. See what it sounds like, riding with the visor open at the moment. So I'll just have a quick ride round and see how it sounds. And, check back in a bit. Oh, quite a nice day for a change, even though it's summer. Working from home these days, well, 3 times a week. This is my lunch, so it'll only be a short ride. And seems quite busy just for lunchtime. So probably seen on my YouTube videos that the ones that are on there at the moment just have music or just plain internal mic pickup. So I was keen to get hold of the external mic and put a bit of commentary down, a bit of talking. All seems a bit strange talking to nobody at the moment, but I'm sure I'll get the hang of it eventually. A couple of the vloggers, if you like, that I like watching on YouTube are Richie Vida. He's put some cracking videos together for his motorcycle tours and his other bits of motorbiking that he does. And another one I've started watching on a regular basis is the Missenden Flyer. Quite enjoy watching his as well. So mine are in no way going to be anywhere as good as either of them. Well, not initially anyway. Like I say, got the external mic now. Can't really get it in the UK because no one sells the Prime X. I got the Prime X off Amazon UK. I actually ordered the Prime Mini, Replay XD Mini. Sorry, they actually sent me the Prime X, which is the top of the range. The box had been labelled up wrong. The Prime X box had the Mini designation on the barcode label, but they'd actually put it on the Prime X one. So quid's in. Trouble is, the only UK distributor in the UK, called Dogcam Sport, I think it's called, don't stock anything for the Prime X, and Amazon UK don't stock any bespoke Prime X parts. So what I ended up doing, a mate of mine lives in Australia, where there is a distributor for Replay XD, and I got, with his agreement obviously, I got the external mic ordered and delivered to him, and luckily for me, another mate was going out to see him, so he brought it back for me. So took a bit of time from ordering to getting it back, but now this is my first go. So let's have a quick blast up here, up round Afford side. maybe over to Edgeworth, and then back home before dinner time runs out. At the moment I've got the microphone mounted just inside the padding around the chin. Not sure whether that's going to cut a lot of the wind noise out. So we'll get home, have a look at the video, might have to move it around a bit, might be too covered up, might be too noisy. I do know some people put like this foam to keep the wind off, so might have to purchase some of that. Can't think it's going to be that expensive. You can see Winter Hill over on the left hand side. Good mountain bike country around there. Used to do a bit of it, not so much these days. Still cycle. Commute to work's about 26 miles. Did it yesterday. Well, 53-mile round trip. Slow down here. And get a bit uppity. Plus it's a bit narrow. A good pub up here on the right hand side of the pack horse. Some nice food, decent beer. Well, that tower on the right, Peel Tower over near Darwin. And this is Affetside. Road is part of an old Roman road. A lovely day today. Alright, the country roads around here, but they tend to be a bit potholed, a bit bumpy. So the 995 is not really the right bike for some of the country roads around here. Lovely bike, but not quite made for this sort of riding. I'll go over, just over there, bit of a dog leg, that'll take me into Edgeworth. Once I can get across here. That'll do me. You can see where we live, right on the boundaries of the Lancashire Pennines. Lovely countryside around here. Not far from Troffer Bowl and lovely area. A lot of people say to give it a miss, heading straight up to the Lake District, but it's well worth a visit if you ever get a chance. Around Clitheroe, Dunsop Bridge, Longridge. Get yourself round there. As I mentioned before, I've got some other videos on YouTube, and obviously there's a selection there from a trip we did to Scotland earlier in the year for my 50th. Had a great holiday. One of the best motorcycling experiences I think I've ever had. And 4 days up there. Great bunch of lads. Some I've known since I were, well, be 8 or 9 year old, something like that. So great to still be friends with them. Met a few people. Met a new lad as well, Simon, the mate of Neil's. Brian, the broker I work with, and Jason, Rick, Martin, Neil. Known them for years and years. In fact, Neil, the one that had the BMW, the big BM. He's the lad that got me into motorcycling originally. I think there's another lad, one of his mates, who I got my first motorbike off, a 250 Super Dream. So yes, I'm old enough to have started on the 250. So Neil got me into the motorbiking, taught me, along with my dad, taught me how to ride. Neil originally was, well, not originally, but one of his first jobs was a police motorcyclist. So he was forever around at my mum and dad's, washing his bike, getting a brew. I'm sure the neighbours thought I was always in trouble with the law. No, great bloke. He's a pilot now. It's another nice pub. Great for walking the dog round here. Well, not down here, but over in the countryside over there. Loads of walks, lots of reservoirs for walking around. Be a bit careful at mad drivers around here, they come flying around some of these bends. Don't give a toss for anyone coming the other way. You've probably seen on some of the other videos, my bike's a Triumph Daytona 955i 2002 version, so it's got a double swinging arm. It's got the 147 brake horsepower engine. It's probably one of the best bikes I've ever had. Like I say, I'm getting a bit old for these riding on your wrist sort of positions. Had to go with a Triumph Tiger, the XR, I think it was, XRX, and the bike was in for a service the other week, or other month, and that was a really good ride. Obviously a lot more sit up, but dead comfy, dead flickable, nowhere near the same sort of power, but enjoyable all the same. I was going to take him then, but he's a bit blind. So this is just running down by the side of the Jumbles Reservoir Country Park, which is where we walked to that from our house with the dog. They bought a house up here a few years ago, just on the left up here. It had a bit more needed doing to it than we wanted, and it was a semi, and I didn't want a semi-detached. Had enough of noisy neighbours. There's one of these here on the left. One of the things with this microphone is it has an on-off switch, but the size, it doesn't look waterproof, so I can't keep it. It's on like a long lead, but it don't look waterproof, so I don't want to stick it on the side of my helmet, so I'm having to turn it on, stuff the leads inside my jacket, and just get riding. Obviously the camera I can turn on and off, top of my helmet, so that's not so bad. But I'll have to see how long the battery lasts for this microphone. It's a great camera, this Replay Prime X, but I do think it's, although it's waterproof, cracking video, I think overall they've not really thought it out for use on a motorbike, because just a few things that make it a little bit awkward. There's no remote control for it like you can get, I think, with the Ghost and stuff like that. You can get handlebar mounts for turning it on and off. The only way you can stop recording is to press one of the buttons on the camera as you're riding along, or when you stopped. Easy enough to find, but sometimes it'd just be nice to be able to press a button on your handlebars. I don't know if all this guy knows where he's going in front. Nearly getting home now, so get back home and have a bit of lunch before my lunch break runs out. Hopefully sounds come out alright. If not, I'm going to have another mess with it. We'll not bore you too much, and do a bit more recording next time I'm out and about. Ta-da.